Hey guys, this is Liz, and today's video I'm going to talk about how you can legally have two AdSense accounts. If you're monetizing your YouTube videos, there is a way you can have two accounts. For those of you that are monetizing your videos, you know what AdSense account means. You can monetize your YouTube account, make some money. It's not money you can rely on, but for big time YouTubers, yes, they do make a lot of money. But when you are starting, it's not money that is going to support you, and you could make a couple of $100, and that's good to help pay some bills. But as your account grows, it grows, your AdSense account grows with it. So there's this thing where people feel like the world has come to an end because Google has shut down their account, or you're scared that your account is going to get shut down. And plus, if you do the right thing, your account is not going to get shut down. So that's another video. So we'll talk about what makes Google shut down different accounts. And by that, I mean AdSense accounts. So there is a way you can actually legally have an AdSense account without hiding or doing something, without doing something fishy. So you don't have to stick with one account. And you know, sometimes Google is Google or YouTube is YouTube. They will do whatever they choose to do, and you could get caught up even if you haven't done anything wrong. And sometimes it takes time to go back and forth with them to appeal, and you know, maybe have them reopen your account, or maybe they just decide not to open your account. So the best way that you can have 2 or 3 AdSense account using the same address is by opening up a business. So, and that's good not just for AdSense account, but to be quite honest, is good for your own personal finances. If you're doing any kind of business, whether it's online marketing, you know, e-commerce business or traditional business, or it's always good to have an LLC. If you want to have multiple AdSense account for different YouTube channels, the best way to do is go open up an LLC. It's very easy to open an LLC. So if you want to register a business, honestly, it doesn't even take, it takes about maybe 20 minutes. The first step is you call IRS. I think now you can do it online. You don't even have to call them. You can either call them or do it online. You go to irs.gov and you apply for an EIN number, okay? Employer Identification Number. So you go to their website and you apply for a new EIN, because you cannot open a business if you don't have an EIN. So once you apply for your EIN number, it's usually very fast. You can get it right there on the spot, unless you ask them to mail it to you. But now what they do is they give you the option to download a PDF file that has your EIN number. That's what I do. I have about 4 businesses, and I never had to wait for IRS to send me anything in the mail. So once you get it on the spot, then what you want to do is go to your state website, and you'll be looking for your, I believe it's your Secretary of State. If you browse around your website, you'll be able to see where the information is to register a new business. And please be careful, because there's so many websites out there. Most of government websites end with .gov. But if you're not sure, I would suggest you call your local state office just to make sure that the website you're on is the right website. And what you'll be looking for is a link that says how to register a new business or how to register a business. But again, if you're not sure, you can call them and they'll walk you through. They can tell you how to do it on the phone. But it's usually very easy. So what you do is you follow the steps. It shows you, you know, how to go about registering a new business. In some cases, I believe in almost every state, I'm not sure, maybe some you don't have to, but in almost every state you have to pay some state $50. I know in my state, every time I register a new business, it's $125. But that's cool, that's okay, because there's so many benefits of having a business which is separate, even though it's registered under your name, but it's a separate entity. All right, so once you have that, all that can be done online, you guys, and it takes about, honestly, less than 20 minutes. Okay, there are steps. You have to search if you have a business name, There's a place on the website where you can check whether anybody else in your state has the same name, because of course you can't. If they do, if people have the same name, then you can't use that name, you have to change. But it's really, really a simple process, you guys. So by the time you go to your state website to register a business, you already have an EIN number from IRS, okay, which we just say that they'll email you or you can download it. Make sure you select an LLC, all right, LLC, limited liability. That's the kind of business you want to set up. I mean, the other businesses, it all depends on what you're doing. But in this case, I'm just talking about those of you running simple e-commerce business, or you want it just for your Adsense account. When you go to the state website, you cannot register a business unless you have an EIN number from IRS. That's why you have to go to the IRS website, get an EIN number, EIN, employer identification number. So yeah, so get that number and then go to the state website. You enter the number, follow the steps. There's a bunch of questions you're going to answer. So that's why it takes about 10 or 15 minutes. With the IRS, it's really a 5-minute thing. With the state, you go through a bunch of questions about the business and all that. What type of business is it? Is it international? Is it local? And all that stuff. So you fill in the form. Once you submit everything and you make your payment, at the end of that, you will get your business. I know here they have to actually mail you the business certificate, which you don't need to get started. Like once you have your EIN number, you register the business, you're cool. So a few days later, you get your business registration certificate from your state. You know, the same certificate you guys see when you go to the stores. You know, you always see their certificates on the wall or whatever. So you will get that in the mail. So that's the first step. Now you have an EIN number, you have a business name, you're just waiting for the certificate to come in the mail. And there is something they give you actually. I think they do give you, I don't know whether it's a certificate, articles of incorporation, I think it's called. I don't remember these things. Articles of incorporation. I believe that's the name. Articles of incorporation. All right, I believe you need that. So they'll give you that. Again, in my state, I get it right there and there as a PDF. And then the actual certificate is the one that they mail you in the mail. All right, because it has the, what do you call it? When they put that stamp. I don't know what the name is, where they put the stamp, that is original stamp. There's a name for it, can't remember now. But yeah, that will come in the mail. But you don't have to wait for them to mail you your certificate to get started with your Adsense or second or third Adsense or business, whatever business you're doing. You can go ahead and get started because you have the most important documents that you need, which is your EIN and your articles of incorporation. Now, once you set up this second Adsense account, assuming, my computer keep going off, assuming that maybe you already have a personal account, now you can go to Google and open up a business account. There's two options when you set up an Adsense account. It asks you whether it's a personal account or a business account. In this case, you're going to click business account, and they're going to ask you for the business name and all that good stuff. All right, so you just enter your information, the same information you use to create your business. However, you have to be careful because when you set up your account as a business, they will send you a check, or I guess you could do a direct deposit. But if they do a check, I don't know if they still do check. I get my payment from Google as direct deposit, but I think they still do checks. I'm not sure. But you'll be paid in the name of the business. So you cannot have your name on one Adsense account, same address, and then the same name, same address for the second account. If you try to do that, they are going to tell you to merge your either cancel one account, use cancel one Adsense account, use the other, or abandon the new one you're trying to open and go back to your original personal account. You're only allowed to have one personal account, AdSense account with Google. All right, so you cannot have two. If they shut you down, you're done, you're done, you're done, you're done. However, your business is a different entity. Just like the government treats your business and everybody else treats your business as a separate entity from you, is the same with Google. So they cannot tell you you can't have a business account because you have a personal account. All right, so that's how you can legally get 2 or 3 AdSense accounts and then set up different channels for those accounts and make money. Yeah, one more thing. After you're done registering your business and all that good stuff, set up your AdSense account, make sure to go to a local bank. Any bank will do this. Small banks, big banks, they'll all do it. And open up a business account. All right? To open up a business account, you're going to need to bring your articles of incorporation or corporation, whatever that document is. I'll check for you guys and put it on the video. Articles of corporation, incorporation, whatever. I'm not so good at these things. I just get it and I take it to the bank. So when you go to the bank, you're going to bring that articles of whatever articles it is, incorporation, corporation. You are going to bring your IRS letter, the PDF that I said you can download instantly once you get your EIN. Yeah, I always go for the option. I want it electronically sent to me versus me having to wait another 3, 4, 5 days for IRS to send me the document. So those are the 2 documents you're going to need, and of course your ID and whatever else you need to open up a bank account. To set up a business account in most banks, even big banks like Chase or Bank of America, it's not a lot of money. You need about $25 to create an account, so you don't have to panic. So they'll help you set up a business account, and they will tell you the requirements and their maintenance and all that. But you don't have to worry. If you can't make it to whatever they require you to maintain in your account daily or monthly, whatever, they always give you option to use your ATM card or your debit card. All right, I know my bank is you have to use, I believe it's $250 a month. $250 a month you have to use. Otherwise, if you don't use $250 a month, then they will charge you an $18 fee. That's Bank of America. And then I have a business account with Capital One. I don't remember what are the requirements for Capital One, but I do know if you don't meet the requirement, I think it's $12. I think it's like $12 a month. I'm not sure, but it's something very, very, very low. So anyway, if you have money in the bank, you might as well use your ATM card. You can pay your bills or buy food, whatever. So it's not something crazy, because sometimes you tell people about a business account and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I need to have thousands and thousands of dollars in the bank to manage a business account. No, it's not that. It's not that expensive. So yeah, so now once you have the bank account, you can come back to your Google AdSense and set up your payment. You know, you can set up a Google AdSense and kind of leave the payment part out. That's fine. But they won't pay you until you have, of course, filled that part. You can come back, go to your payment settings and put your new bank account information, not personal, but your business. All right, and that's the name that Google will issue payment to. That's how it works. I hope it's clear. I know it's a lot of information. If it's too much, just stick with one account, your personal account. But it's always good to have a business account, because you just never know what could happen with your personal finances, and you want to at least be protected where you have a business account. Even though it's owned by you, they can't touch it. It's a different entity. So anyway, do it online. Just please make sure you are on the actual IRS website. All right, irs.gov, before you start giving all your personal information, because when you request an EIN number, they will ask you for all your personal details. All right, including your social security number, because they have to attach that EIN to somebody's name and social security number. So be very, very careful. Don't just go and Google and find irs.com and go put all your information. IRS is not a .com. All right, so I recommend you take a second look at that and a fourth look. Anywhere you're going to enter your information, the same with your state. Like I see here in New Jersey, there's a website called newjersey.com. That is not a government website. So you might end up paying your money to other people, thinking that you are doing the process. And this is just for new people who are just, if you're not familiar with these things online, just be careful. I had somebody tell me that they set up a business, but they had to pay like $600 or $700 to set up to incorporate their business. I was like, why did you have to pay that much? Oh, the guy who did it for me, whatever, guess what? All she needed was pay, I believe in her state, was like $50 to get her LLC registered. But she did not know that she ended up on a private website where these guys tell you to enter all that information and they will they file for you. I mean, they still file for her, but still she was lucky that that's what they were doing. They filed for her and everything was turned out to be legit, but it costed her almost $1,000. Yeah, something that should have costed her less than $100. But you could also end up, your information could end up in the wrong hands. Yeah, there are criminals out there that set up all these websites. So that's the only thing I have to say. Please, 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 please check the browser. Where you put the URL, the www. Check to make sure it's a .gov website. If you're not sure, call your state, call IRS to just make sure that you're on the correct website if you're not sure. Because a lot of people start their entry from Google search. I don't go to Google search to get to a website. It's better you type whatever the website, .gov or .org or whatever. But if you're gonna go through Google, still make sure you are on the correct website, please, because you don't want to give criminals your information. That could put you in a hole for many, 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 many years. All right, so that's how you end up with multiple Google AdSense account, which is the same account you use for YouTube, and do it legally, without having to worry about, are you doing the right thing? Are you gonna get caught by Google and then they're gonna shut you down and all that stuff? So you don't have to worry about that. If you have any questions as far as how to go about it, please don't go paying $500, $600, $700 to get this done. Save your money. Save your hard-earned money. It's very, very easy to set up a business, corporation, or whatever. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to let you guys know. So don't be scared, because I was looking around YouTube and I could not find information about multiple AdSense account. I mean, I knew I could do it because I've always had two, but I could not find any, so I decided I'm gonna do the video. Yeah, so I hope that helps you guys. All right, and it's also a backup. Again, if anything happened, you still have that one. I don't think they will shut a second one. Why would they? No, they won't. I don't know. All right, so anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you think this video was helpful, please leave me a comment below. Give me a thumbs up. If it wasn't helpful, just leave me a comment and tell me maybe what I can do to improve. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.